Hey, what is up YouTube? Bubba908 here, and today we're going to be discussing a Rune Dragons Slayer guide. So, just to jump into the tips of this, why don't we get started? Alrighty, well, for the gear, we're actually going to be wearing this right here. You can see Rune Dragons over here. So, they're actually weak to stab. They've only got 20 stab melee defense. So, the Fang is actually the best option for your melee weapon here. It outperforms the lance in many instances. So anyways, I am actually going to recommend you bring full Torva and a Vernic Defender here. This is the exact setup you want if you want to mimic the guide I'm doing here. Of course, for the inventory, we've got Varrock Teleport tabs, the Dig Site Pendant, Super Combat Potion, Extended Super Anti-Fire. We've got the Prayer Regeneration Potions, the Prayer Pots, and of course the Karambwans. So one thing you could actually do to alternate this is this right here. So instead of a Karambwan, you bring a rune pouch. One thing with the rune pouch, you can actually high alch. Don't high alch the rune bars, but you high alch like the Warhammers, the Scimitars, everything else to make room in your inventory so you don't eat so many of your Karambwans. I don't know, it's weird. You either run out of prayer pots or you run out of Karambwans. It's really weird down here. But anyways, why don't we look at the price of all this? So we'll just do one tab, this, and this. We'll do all this, and then we'll add like 2K on there for the price of you got a high alch something. The nature runes and the fire runes ain't that expensive. So anyways, it's about like 128K, you know what I mean, for all this. Let's go to the Lithkren dungeon and see what we make. Okay guys, we're here. Why don't we pot up really quick? Alrighty, we're using Protect from Mage and Piety. Why don't we just jump on in here? But yeah, so if you guys don't know, a Metal Dragons task, like what we're on here, this is actually how we can do Rune Dragons right here. Very cool, actually. I go to Duradel, so he'll often, you know, he'll prescribe a Metal Dragons task, which is pretty cool. But I don't know. So you see these, you gotta just juke those out. You gotta just like run out the way. Of course, if you guys don't know, you need the insulated boots here. You're killing Rune Dragons, you absolutely need your insulated boots, or those do like crazy damage. But yeah, if you do it right, you can actually juke out the okay, so what do we get? A rune mace. So I'm actually gonna high alch that. We're gonna wait for this guy to do some damage to us. Eat the next Karambwan. Pick this up. See how we just juke those out? Rune Dragons, you really gotta be like moving around, you know what I mean? If you want to juke out the electromagnetic pulses that they shoot at the ground, the little like the electronic stuff. We're almost wooks walking too here. There we go. And again, don't high alch the rune bars. So what you want to do here is drop the Karambwan, pick up the rune plate, you high alch the rune plate, and you come back over here, you pick up your rune bar. I don't know, we gotta wait for him to do some damage, but like I said, the high alch rate for the rune bars, it's not that good. So like I said, if you want to make money, high alch the rune weapons and armor and everything like that. So like I said, we're dropping the Karambwan on the ground. See, this the Vernic is doing crazy amounts of damage though. If you look at this, like we're actually getting a lot of hits in here. All right, we'll pick this Karambwan up. Alright, what we want to do is drop the Karambwan, pick up the rune plate, we're going to high alch that, grab the rune bar, there we go. Eat another Karambwan. Like I said, you want to save your food as much as possible while you're down here. Otherwise, you really just like run out of like, I don't know, it's weird. You rather run out of prayer pots or run out of food first down here. It's kind of a mess. And be sure to know when you need the prayer pot, when you need the food. Also, your super anti-fire is what's keeping you alive here. I'm not gonna lie to you. So if that begins to like, if that's on like a minute, just take another swig of this. Believe me, what we're doing here will pay for the pots. But this is what I believe to be the ultimate Slayer guide for Rune Dragons if you've got max gear. So alrighty, so we juked that guy out. The electromagnetic pulses that were going around this way. Okay, so rune bolts, you could high alch those if you really, like, realistically if you wanted to, but I'm probably not gonna like sit here and high alch the whole time. So, oh come on. And I guess be burying the bones if you don't have 99 prayer, but I've got 99 prayer, so no point in doing that. Oh, and be using your special attacks as well. The Fang has one hell of a special attack. There we go. Alright, now we're starting to make more room in our inventory. We might even be able to pick up bones now. Just to get a little bit of extra GP flowing. Like I said, if you guys don't have your prayer up, be sure to be burying the bones. Oh, jeez. We're taking a lot of damage right now. But yeah, I don't know. The 12 armor doesn't always protect from everything, but as you can see there, we got through, what, 5 of these dragons? We've still got plenty of inventory and everything left. See, now we're going to start wanting to pick it up, like, the bones and everything, if we got extra inventory space. See, we just juked all that out. Well, kinda. Oh, we got Runite ore. Look at this. See, now we're picking up the bones. Oh, jeez. Okay, we need to take this. See, now our pots are getting low over here. Just got to regenerate everything. And always with these Rune Dragons, be eating a lot of food in times like this. I'm not doing a good job of dodging those. If we dodge that attack right there, we take way less damage. But yeah, see, we were doing this so well. It's always the dragon in the corner over here, I swear to God. There we go. Grabbing all this. It's kind of hard to dodge that attack, but what you're supposed to do is like come over here. Yeah, see. You dodge that attack, you just take way less damage. I probably could even take 2 prayer pots, honestly. Like I said, it's hit or miss with how much like prayer pots you actually use in this situation. Let's see if we can't get another one of these kills. Yeah, I don't know, we might have to pull out here. Can we do this for the video? No, let's get out of here. Skedaddle. Alright, so this is what our inventory looks like after the aftermath of what was happening here. Why don't we take a look and see. We got, what, 8 of these Runite bars. I mean, that's not bad. We got some bones here. We got all this GP. We did take a bunch of damage. You gotta kind of know how to fight the dragons. But, I mean, we made, what, 313k. We spent, like, 128k. So, I mean, honestly, like, if you guys got max gear, I'm pretty sure this is, like, you know, we could actually look at the, let's look at the, what you call it? Let's look at the Rune Dragon, money making for the wiki. Yeah, so this is the Rune Dragon guide right here on the wiki. It's 3 prayer pots, one of these, and then you got the cook Karab ones, the dig site pendant, and teleport the house tablets. You're supposed to use the rejuvenation pool, but this is the most effective guide. But I'm just saying, if you want a Slayer guide, you know what I mean? I think this is the best concoction to bring into the Slayer pits, especially if you know how to dodge the if you know how to dodge the whatchamacallit, the electronic pulses, this is actually a much better alternative to keep you alive down there longer. But anyways, you know, just thought I'd make a quick little, you know, guide on doing some Rune Dragons, you know, if you got max gear, especially if you got this beautiful Torva, this Avernic right here. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment below, let me know how I'm doing, and yeah, till next time, love y'all, and peace out.